You've probably heard the news by now. Meta has paired up with Oakley for their version 3 of the Meta glasses. Version 1 was not super popular, not many people were talking about it. These are version 2, which are the Rayban Meta smart glasses, and version 3, I guess you could say, are now going to be with a partnership with Oakley. Both Luxottica companies, so essentially it is the same company that's making these things, but just under the brand Oakley. Now they are supposedly going to feature a better camera, longer battery life, and slightly better water resistance at IPX4, but they're going to cost more money. So does that mean that they're worth ordering over something like the Rayban Meta smart glasses that are currently available for around $329 for the base price? In this video, we're going to get into the pros and cons, and I'll give you my thoughts after having owned the Rayban Meta smart glasses for over a year to help you hopefully decide whether you're going to buy the new ones now or hold out and pre-order the Oakley Meta smart glasses that will be available for pre-order on the 11th.
Real quick, if you like these videos, I have a tiny favor to ask you, and that is if you can hit the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subs by the end of the year. We're almost at 10, and your subscription will be hugely valuable into getting towards that goal. I really appreciate you watching. Let's get back into the rest of the video.
So probably the biggest upgrade with the Oakley glasses over the Rayban glasses, looking like it's going to be the 3K camera. The Rayban Meta smart glasses have a 1080p camera, vertical format, perfect for posting on social media. One of my biggest complaints has been that it hasn't been a horizontal format, so I can integrate it more easily into my YouTube videos, and I have to crop everything vertically. These new Oakley Meta glasses are going to be the same format, just a higher resolution, which apparently is going to be better for data in terms of it will be able to see things in more details better for the Meta Assistant. I'm sure they'll be able to build upon a lot of the features that they already have with the Rayban version of the glasses, but with higher resolution means bigger file sizes. And I have to say, one of the things that I've actually been kind of happy with, the fact that these glasses have a slightly lower resolution, the fact that it's not filling my phone up with a lot of data. Often these glasses are going to be used for memories, probably not stuff that you're going to be wanting to have in ultra high resolution. It's not like you're going to be putting the videos from this onto your TV, for example. At least I wouldn't expect so. Actually, that ties in with my phone as well. I found that I was taking loads of snapshots and videos of just things happening around that I probably wasn't going to need in higher resolution, so I actually put my default settings down to 1080p. Perhaps the Oakley version will allow you to down-res the video quality, but that's yet to be seen. Given the fact that the current glasses don't have too many options with the cameras anyway, I would expect that they probably just film in 3K and that's about it, but we'll have to see when they're released. Now let's get on to the battery life of these things. This is a big pain point for these Rayban Meta smart glasses. A lot of people are complaining about them, including myself. I mean, these things, when I'm using them a lot, listening to music, taking a few videos, they last less than an hour, despite the fact that on the website they say that they should last about 4 hours of regular use. I find myself always listening to music on these things because they're headphones on your face all the time, so they wear down way quicker, and I don't know anybody that's got 4 hours battery life out of them. You obviously get an extra 8 hours out of the case as well. There's a battery integrated into the case here, and I find that they charge relatively quickly, and once the features or the battery runs out, I'll either just deal with it and just use them as a pair of sunglasses, maybe put my headphones in, or I'll just put them back in the case and just leave them for a moment. It's honestly not a massive deal, but it does kind of suck if for some reason they're not charged or you've left them on the table. You put them back on, you want to go and do something and listen to some music, and the battery level is low. Another thing I've noticed with these actually is the fact that sometimes I'll put them in the case and they won't actually charge, or they won't be seated correctly. I don't know if it's because I've been using my glasses in the salty air a lot. There is like a little bit of corrosion on the connection ports on the bridge of the nose, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I'd be curious to know, if you own these glasses, if you have had connection issues with the case. If you can leave that in the comments below, I'd be interested. But having better battery life will definitely be a welcome improvement with the Oakley versions. They're supposed to be 8 hours of battery life. Once again, I think that will probably amount to about 2 hours of continuous use if we're lucky. But definitely a welcome upgrade. So I want to take this moment to thank my sponsor VR Wave. They provide replacement lenses for your Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses and prescriptions as well. So if you bought the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, maybe the polarized version, and you need prescription lenses for your glasses, they can provide that. They have all the different options there at a fraction of the price that you would get them from Ray-Ban, and they're very, very, very high quality. I have the transition lenses. I previously had polarized version in here, and I realized I couldn't use them indoors, and there were all sorts of situations where I couldn't use my glasses. So they sent me a pair. I just popped them in. It's very simple, and they've changed my experience with these glasses. If you want to check them out, you can go to their store at vr-wave.store. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Thank you, VR Wave, for sponsoring this video. So next thing is going to be the price. These things are expected to launch at $399 for the base version, and then there's going to be a limited edition version that's going to be about an extra $100 on top of that, which makes them, at least the limited edition, significantly more expensive than the ones that I'm wearing right now that are $329. We'll get into whether that's worth it or not, but there are a significant increase in price. Actually, when it comes to design, this is going to be personal preference. I personally don't like the look of the new Oakley glasses. I'm not a real fan of Oakley glasses anyway. I actually thought these Wayfarers were quite appealing. You'll probably be able to tell me in the comments below whether they suit me or not, but I'm quite happy with them. Oakley, of course, is tailored more towards a sports market, and I do lots of sports. I do a lot of water sports as well, which is why I was hoping that they would be a little bit more waterproof than they are. IPX4 is apparently splash proof, but you can't really submerge them, which is not ideal for me. Perhaps it will be a little bit better than these current ones, but I still don't think that they'll hold up to doing a lot of water sports, at least. But that's very niche. Most of the target is going to be people doing other types of sports on land or maybe in the snow as well. And I can't really see how the design is going to make those any more rugged, but perhaps the improved water resistance will be beneficial to some people. In their marketing, they're showing people doing golf and surfing and skateboarding as well. So they're clearly targeting that version of the Meta glasses to people doing sports as well. Now, of course, we haven't got these in our hands, and I'm sure there will be slight software upgrades to them as well, and perhaps there will be a modification of the app features for the Oakley Metas versus the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. So despite those upgrades, I think many of the features are going to remain largely the same. Both sets of glasses have a camera on them. They both have speakers and microphones everywhere. They're going to be good for hands-free talking on the phone, for making calls, for vision assistance, and also listening to music. I can't imagine there's going to be a significant upgrade on the speakers. They're already really high quality, really good. And the microphones on these things are insane as well. So I think those features are going to remain largely the same. So what are my personal thoughts on it? Well, first of all, I don't think that they look as good as the Ray-Ban glasses, so I'm not super intrigued to run out and get these things from here. I do think an improved video resolution will be better. It might be better for cropping in on the video for YouTube. However, like I said, I do prefer the lower file sizes of the 1080p image. I actually like the Ray-Ban styles a little bit better, and I think considering that a lot of the features are remaining the same and the battery life is bearable, I don't really see any huge reason to run out and get the Oakley Meta glasses. However, I probably will get a pair to review for this channel, but I'm honestly pretty happy with these Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Things that I would like with these glasses to improve is, of course, better waterproofing to the point where you can actually go in the water. If you get soaked, you're going to be fine. Horizontal filming, that would be super handy. And of course, better battery life and the better AI assistant. I would like something like ChatGPT integration, which is of course never going to happen because Meta have their own AI assistant. There's no world in which that's going to happen. And I think the future of these things is going to be having some sort of a screen integration, which is what they're working on right now. But honestly, I think these still stand up in 2025 and probably will for quite a while. So for me, I don't think it's necessarily worth that upgrade. I'm going to get a pair anyway, so I'll give you my thoughts after owning a pair to let you know if they're a significant upgrade, but we'll see when the time comes. If you're interested in learning more about the features of the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses and my experience experiences as well as example footage and sounds from these things. I've made a ton of videos. I'll link those down below. If you like these videos, please subscribe, leave a comment down below. Are you completely sold on the Oakleys? Do you like these Wayfarers? Do you think it's worth the upgrade or not? Subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you guys in the next one.